Well, folks, here we go again. I'm going to start off with this PETRO Poroshenko, former Ukrainian president, having another view with the news. Carrying his AK-47 out there fighting. I am fighting. My ass, he's hiding out like the rest of them. Plus, also, Russia never said they were going to take Kyiv in 3 days. That's more Ukrainian crap. It was never his objective, and it still is not. And I'll get to a few points that about Russia backing off. They're backing off to a point where they could shell any place in Kyiv or that whole area if they wanted to. Period. They're just taking their time. They're being very selective. Second, all you see on the news, it seems like, is all the damage caused by the Russians. Man, if you've ever been in a war, you know at least half the freaking damage is caused by the other side. In other words, the Ukrainians. They're also causing a hell of a lot of damage in their own country. It's just war. And if you ever seen one, you know what the hell I'm talking about. And let's pick a point where you never see too much of the southeastern area, Donbass, and some of the cities around that area. If you could see what was going on down there caused by the Ukrainians, and you talk about shelling civilian areas, man, they're not being very selective at all. Anyway, Ukraine is not recovering ground. They sound like the Ukrainian military is taken over from the Russians. That's not true. The Russians are backing off. They're backing off to an area where they can still shell anything up around Kyiv or any place in that area they want to. Take it for what it's worth. But when the shit comes from Ukraine, you know, you're going to hear all the best. Okay. And let's get back to the Ukraine war. This is what affects the people around the world the most. Who in the hell is making the big bucks? Let's go for the whole past year, then the past 33, 34 days. Who's making all the big bucks? War equipment companies? Oh, hell yeah. Oil supply companies, countries? Oh, hell yes. Food supplies, companies, countries that produce? Oh, hell yeah, man. They're making bucks like you would not believe. Now, can you imagine all these billions of dollars that's going to be spent on the war machinery and so forth and so forth? Could you imagine what it'd be like if they didn't spend this money for that shit and just returned it to the working people of the frickin' world? Amazing what good that would do. But unfortunately, few countries, maybe a dozen companies, hell, they wouldn't be making all those billions of dollars. Anyway, that's just my field. Always has been. It's just the stupid little people of the world that has to pay for it and suffer. And back to this one issue, it seems like it's getting a lot of crap these days. Some Ukrainian negotiators and this rich turkey trying to save his own butt with the USA so he won't be sanctioned and have some of his money and his goodies stashed away. So anyway, that's all a bunch of goddamn propaganda. I mean, let's put it this way. If Russia wanted to poison, how would they do it in Turkey anyway? Anyway, that's for all you smart people to figure out. But if Russia wanted to poison your ass and make a point, you'd be dead. All right? You'd be freaking dead. Until I can find something else to bitch about today, folks. Have a good one. Later.